SPMO crushed OEF by 43 percentage points over 5 years. That's the gap most investors completely miss. SPMOs pulling ahead consistently. 132% beats, 98% over 3 years. And that gap just keeps growing across every time frame. SPMO crushed OEF over 5 years. 141% versus 98%. That's a massive 43-point lead for the winner. SPMO crossed the finish line 43 points ahead of OEF in this 5-year race, a commanding lead that shows real outperformance on the same track. SPMO's 0.8 Sharpe ratio beats OEF's 0.7, meaning you're getting better returns for every unit of risk you take. SPMO's Sortino ratio crushes OEF's 1.2 versus 0.9 means better returns for the downside risk you're taking. SPMO's 6% alpha demolishes OEF's 1.2%. That's 5 times better stock picking skill over 5 years. Alpha's your manager's skill grade. SPMO's crushing it with 6 points above baseline, while OEF barely squeaks past 1. Clear winner here. SPMO's downside protection shines here, limiting losses to just 10%, while OEF crashed a brutal 35% during market chaos. SPMO's worst year hit minus 10%, while OEF crashed 35%. That's serious downside protection when it matters most. When the storm hit, SPMO's umbrella kept you 25 points drier than OEF's leaky coverage. That's serious downside protection when markets crash. SPMO showed better downside protection, dropping 23% versus OEF's 26%, a meaningful edge during market crashes. OEF recovered from its worst drop 22 days faster than SPMO. Resilience matters when markets crash hard. SPMO's 0.13% fee beats OEF's 0.2%. That difference compounds over decades, keeping more of your money working for you. That 0.07% fee difference looks tiny now, but it'll compound into real money over a decade plus of investing. SPMO absolutely dominates here. Better returns 5 times the alpha, way less downside risk, and lower fees. It's not even close on any metric that matters. SPMO saves you 7 cents per $100 versus OEF. That's couch change you're keeping instead of giving away each year. SPMO gives you meaningful mid-cap exposure at 13%, while OEF barely touches mid-caps at 1%. SPMO's 13% mid-cap allocation unlocks growth potential, while OEF's 1% keeps it stuck in large-cap territory. Think of it like pizza. SPMO serves you 13 slices of mid-cap exposure, while OEF offers barely 1. That's a massive difference in allocation. OEF mirrors the S&P perfectly, while SPMO charts its own path 10% of the time. SPMO's 0.9 correlation means it zigs when the market zags 10% of the time. Diversification OEF can't match. SPMO's your unpredictable dance partner, occasionally doing its own thing, while OEF's perfectly synchronized with the market's every move. Correlation made simple. SPMO's 0.9 correlation means it moves independently 10% of the time. That's where genuine stock picking skill creates its edge. SPMO dominated with a 43-point lead. Superior alpha, downside protection, lower fees, and mid-cap exposure sealed the victory. SPMO crosses the finish line 43 steps ahead. That's how structural advantages translate into real performance when you're comparing these two funds head-to-head. OEF's perfect correlation means you're basically buying the S&P 500, while SPMO offers genuine diversification with better downside protection. OEF's your reliable sedan engine, steady market exposure. SPMO adds mid-cap turbocharging for investors craving extra acceleration. Pick your horsepower based on your risk appetite. You're responsible for your own decisions. Do your homework and talk to professionals first. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe for weekly ETF battles backed by real verified data.